Well, you're catching up with me at the soda shop. It's actually Johnny Rockets across from Young Dundas Square in Toronto. Mr. Garry Marshall, what a pleasure it is to meet you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Nice with a poodle skirt.
With a poodle skirt. I couldn't come to meet you without dressing a Shea Arnold.
You dressed.
I did dress the part.
1959. That's when our musical takes place.
Excellent. Now, I grew up with Happy Days. I grew up with the Fonz.
You're too young.
I love you. It actually, the debut year was what,
74.
74. So see, I was 11.
Oh.
I was the perfect age.
That's a good age to come to the musical, too.
And I'm bringing my daughters who are now the age I was at the time.
This is a family show, so you can bring the whole family, grandpas, kids, everybody. There's no holding your hands and eyes. They can see it all.
That's fantastic. Now, when you originally created Happy Days and the television show was such a humongous hit, did you ever imagine it would be a stage show?
No, not until near the end, where we said, well, it went off, then what? And the movie didn't seem quite right, so we said maybe someday a stage show, and here we are in Toronto with the stage show.
It's fantastic. Now on our station, CTS, Happy Days is our top-rated show now. We air it, we've been airing it for years. It's a top-rated show with us. Now we run family-friendly programming.
Yes.
But it goes to show that there are a lot of children watching now, who obviously weren't around when Happy Days originally aired. What do you think it is about Happy Days, the show, that still works in 2009?
Well, it's about a functional family, not dysfunctional, which is
Rare.
an odd thing today, don't you think? And they actually love each other. If you watch the TV show, they're always touching each other, hugging. Same with the musical. There's a lot of love among the family. They have their problems, but it teaches the right values to the young people, and that's why it's lasted so long. We teach values that help a family stay together, that help people fall in love and get married, and a lot of values that will go on forever as a good thing in one's life. With the new president of the United States, he's very positive, and I think Happy Days has always pushed and tried to connotate hope. We have hope.
That's true.
A positive thing and a lot of hope in the midst of music and laughter. We do a lot of laughter.
And we need a lot of that these days. There's not enough laughter in the world right now.
Needs more. We have it at the Eldon Theatre in Toronto. And it is. The problems of the world are a little rough, and we know that you heard all about Ponzi. Now come see Fonzie. Much happier.
You don't do better than
2 hours of fun.
Now, do you think, though, that because the world is in a situation where now there's a lot of wars, it's kind of a bleak time, times are tough economically, it's sort of mirroring times in the 50s, 60s. Is that maybe why it's time for a revival of family-centered shows?
Well, family-centered shows always worked. They're more in the 70s than now, but they're coming back very strong. And it's just a matter of people being positive and feeling that good things are going to happen. We're not bleak. I've never been bleak. No. You just get through it, and one of the ways is through laughter. And then music has always been a way to lift your spirits. So I think with this musical, but in all of life, if you can go toward the positive, if you have negative in your life, don't bring them to the show. But the positive people you can bring, and the prices are not, that high. They're economically right for this times, and I think they'll have a good time, particularly the kids.
Yeah, and I can't do this interview without talking about the Fonz. I mean, the Fonz is the key.
Yeah.
First, I have a dog I named the Fonz.
A dog
I
named
have
the
a dog named the Fonz. He has a leather jacket and everything.
No kidding. Well, he's cool, and
he is cool.
And in the musical, he has some inner thoughts that he can sing, which was different than the series. And the whole story is different. But you have a dog. Did you name it in 1974?
Gosh, no, I named him 4 years ago. But my kids were watching Happy Days, and they came up with the name, which I thought was wonderful.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Kids. Now, for a young
fellow... You have
fellow...
boys or girls?
2 girls.
2 girls. Fonzie is handsome. You bring them to the show.
There you go.
Well, we got pretty girls and very good-looking boys, and it's a clean-cut period. Everybody's very clean-cut.
But how is it for a young fella? I'm sure the fellow in the play playing Fonzie is young.
Joey Swords, yes.
How is it for a guy like that to step into the role of the Fonz? I mean, that is such an iconic role.
Yeah, well, Henry Winkler, who played the original, helped me with them. We helped teach him.
Oh, that's amazing.
We brought all the old TV people to help the new people because some of them never saw Happy Days, but now they saw the reruns, and they play the parts very well.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Well, I hope you come. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
I have a different outfit, but you'll recognize me.
I think I will.
Are you going to wear this?
Would you like me to?
Yes, it would be good. We'll hang out in the lobby.
I love that. So, well, congratulations on putting this together.
Well,
And
Paul
I'm
Williams
sure,
wrote the
and
music.
Paul Williams, again, another one that I grew up, I mean,
Paul
he
Williams,
was-
you've only just begun, you and me against the world. Look, Paul Williams, one of the great songwriters, Oscar winner, wrote the music for Happy Days, and it's very, you'll be humming it all.
it's funny-
Plus the song Happy Days.
Yes. And when I saw his name, though, when I got the press release, and Paul Williams did the music and everything, and I thought, the first thing I thought of Phantom of the Paradise.
Yeah, you did that.
Man, see, I'm dating
You like
myself.
that. But that's because, see, I'm very superstitious. So I started out with Cindy Williams, and Patsy was named Anson Williams. Then I went to Robin Williams. Now I'm with Paul Williams.
Well,
It's a lucky thing.
when you got a good thing, stick with it. Don't fix what's not broken, right?
If your name is Williams, come up in the lobby. I'll say hello.
I'll change it. Got a job for me. Well, I thank you so much for your time today, and
Good.
I'll see you at the show in my poodle skirt.
A pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
This is a lovely place for
Isn't it though?
Johnny Rockets. 50s feel, that's
I
what we
know.
got.
What do you say we order a couple of Cokes?
Well, they're going to ask us to order soon because they don't like us sitting here and not
That's all right.
ordering. Hello, we'll have a hamburger and fries.